We would love to know, if anybody out there that owns this phone system, please give us a call. This is far and away the best system that we've got. If you're looking to get rid of those old hardwired phones that you have, trust the folks at Panasonic to completely sort of sweep out the old and bring in the new. This has what we call DEC 6 technology, which is the best technology out there. If you're looking for the best clarity, what I call corded clarity without the cords, you do get one corded phone. You actually get a digital answering machine with the old handset. So that's the one that you can count on right there every single day. And then you get what we call satellite phones. Each one of these phones, all you need to do is plug it into a power source. They get their signal from the base unit, so you don't have to plug a phone jack into any one of these. You get 1, 2, 3, 4 different phones. Each one of these, like I said, will charge up, take it anywhere you want. You can take it down the road, 100 yards from the house. If you got to go get the paper, you've got it. And you'll find that you have that corded clarity. You know the stuff that you don't have with your cell phone in certain areas of your home? I can't tell you how many places in my house I do not have a great quality phone service. So anyway, you'll know you'll get it. Great in an emergency. Let's talk about it. DEC 6 technology. The answering machine is included. These have talking caller ID. You've got a backlit handset display, which is really important, and extra large buttons, by the way. For those of you out there, I should say those of us out there that have a hard time seeing, having those backlit keys makes it so nice at night. There's a light-up LED indicator and an amplified handset. You even have a side volume key right on the unit itself, and it even has its own eco mode to save energy when you need it. Carrie Walker, come out here. It's so good to see you. Carrie's going to take us on a little tour. Hello,
Hi,
my
guys.
dear. You always look so pretty.
Thank you.
And know so much about this stuff. This to me is such a smart move. Everybody, you know, a lot of people just rely on their cell phone all the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. But my cell phone does not work in about 4 areas of my house.
4 areas, and I spend half of my time going, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? And no worries with this.
I know.
And I don't know if it's a girl thing or not, but I love that it has the talking caller ID because I can kind of hide from my calls, but I can be all the way around the house and not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
The greatest thing about this unit is the backup battery system that we have. Because it does have a landline, no worry if you're actually in a storm or in an environment when your power goes out, because this system will stay on. We can show you that later on. We'll show you that you'll actually receive and get calls. The answering system won't work at that point, but you will have power. You'll have neighbors in your neighborhood ringing your doorbell trying to use your phone because their families are worried about them because the power's out and you're the only one on the block that will have it. This unit is amazing. You will love it. Great big beautiful buttons. I love the fact that everything lights up. It has a great screen. And you know, Guy, for me and you know, we're getting up there. Hearing could be a problem. So if that happens to you, on the side of the phone, Panasonic thought of everything for you. Right here, there is a volume toggle. You can go up or down, increase or decrease at will. The fact that the screen is lit up, every button is big, bold, and bright. I love this unit, not only because it looks great, it is fantastic, it's a customer pick. I checked this morning, over 293 reviews. So if you're at all like me, you want to check out the reviews, do that now. Check it out while we're here. You'll see that you will not be disappointed with this phone system. And Panasonic, they're the innovators. This is the #1 phone that we carry on HSN, and because it's Panasonic, you can trust the name and trust us to bring you the best quality, and this is something we all need, especially with that backup battery.
Yeah, and remember today that you're getting it with free shipping and handling as well. There's never been a better chance to get it. We often put it on 3 Flex. Today it's on 4 Flex as well, so you get the thing home for $24.99. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to go to any room in your house and have a crystal clear phone? And remember, it just doesn't have to be in your house, because I've got Panasonic phones. I can walk 100 yards down the street. It's got a little clip and have it clipped to my belt, and I can still get phone service out there. And I know you're probably thinking there are so many places in my home where I don't get phone service. You know, if you've got a finished basement, it's almost impossible to get a phone signal down there if you're using your regular cell phone. Maybe out in the shed, or if you've got a spare area, you know, or you know, maybe an in-law apartment somewhere, and you don't get great service out there. Get these. Remember, the satellite phones which are here don't need a jack. All they need is a power source. They just plug right into the wall. The jack gets plugged into the main unit, and that's what sends the information to the individual satellite phones. You're going to love all the features on these if you're, as I said, somebody that has a hard time seeing. What's great about these is they'll hold my hand. I'm not sure how close Kyle can get there, but you can see they light up. We'll come in a little bit closer. See how they light up orange? Go down to the buttons. There you go. See how they're lit up? And at night when you're sitting on your couch, you can actually see.
Exactly. And look at this.
We're getting a call.
This is the best thing ever. It's a call that's coming in that you can hear on every single handset, as well as the base. Remember the days we had to run to the base to see or hear who's calling?
Look how big that
now
is,
we can
too.
see
How
this
easy.
great big bold letters.
Yeah.
We can hear that someone's calling us. It's the backstage. Do I want to take
Hi,
that call?
Carrie. Hi, Guy. This is Emily from Backstage.
Hi, Emily.
Hope your show goes really well. And just so you know, I vote for the bacon set.
Oh, bacon!
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Emily.
Emily likes bacon.
Emily likes
She's
bacon.
a camper, so she likes camping. Campers love bacon. That was almost my other set. Was going to be campground.
Oh.
Ross, campground. We love to camp
saucy.
too. So that would have been. Well, maybe that'll be when after these 3 sell out. We'll go to campground.
And you know what else, Guy? I want to go to the campground. Anyway, we can take our phones to the campground,
Exactly.
and the reason we can is because you can actually go the length of 3 football fields. That's 160 feet or up to 1,000 feet. So
crazy.
at my house, we live very close to our school.
Yeah.
I can actually take my phone out the front door, walk all the way down the block, and walk my daughter to her school, and still talk to my mom. Hi, Mom, on the phone the entire time.
My mom.
So that's awesome.
My
Your
mom
would like that.
only uses her house phone.
That's right.
My mom is she's sweet as can be, and I love her. She's watching right now. She relies on her house phone. She's like, that dang cell phone, I can't get the thing to work. I can't do that. You know, and some of that technology is a little bit tough and a little bit hard to deal with for any of us out there. But if you're 70, 80, 90 years old, that's also tough. You can rely on these all the time. By the way, they also have an LED indicator on the top. So when you do have a message or a phone call that comes in, see how they blink? So, you know, my cell phone, my old cell phone used to do that, but my new, brand new jacked up phone doesn't have one of those little indicators, so I never know.
And you still can't hear in your house.
I can't hear nothing. So this will let you know, or it'll help you find it in the dark if you can't find it. So that'll let you know where everything is. Listen, we're extremely busy. We only brought in a handful of these this time around, but it's a great gift to give yourself before you go into the holiday season, because you'll know where your phones are. You'll have a phone in every room and a dedicated phone that's closely connected to where the signal comes from. You know, when you have your cell phone, it's all about where you can get that signal. If you live in a block house, a lot of people live in houses that were built back in the 50s and 60s, a lot of block houses, it's really hard to get that signal through a block house, or depending on what your roof, how your roof is constructed, or if you've got, like I said, lower levels in your home, maybe you have a finished basement. Nobody can ever seem to get or receive phone calls when they're down working in their basement. I know that's why a lot of people will take their regular house phone, put it on their hip when they go out and they do their chores, because they know they can count on this always working, because it's got that corded quality. So Deck 6 technology, if you don't know what that is, it's the latest and greatest in phone technology. And what they do is most of your electronics work on 2.4 gigahertz. That's the signal. This uses 1.9. What that means is it's not going to conflict.
It's not going to conflict, and also you don't have to worry about anyone. Even if someone has the same system that lives in an adjoining wall, maybe in your apartment complex, it's all encrypted, so your phones will be safe and secure. The fact that you have the 3 handsets, you can place them all over your home. If you have a pantry, if you have a baby's room, even out in the garage or the man cave, and get some bacon with Guy.
That's right.
I mean, that makes it great for you. Also, the fact that we have that boost-up system.
Get some bacon with Guy.
Get some bacon with Guy. So when the power does go out, your phone system at the base will still work. Your handsets also, for 11 days, will stay alive. If they happen to be lost in the man cave, in the cushion, you don't have to worry about that. So you have 13 hours of talk time on the regular phone, and then 11 days if they're off the base. Because oftentimes, look, we forget to put them back, and that's okay. We're all human. Things like that happen. We have big, bold buttons. Everything lights up. It's a Panasonic phone. Panasonic is our #1 phone here at HSN. This is something that you will be so happy with. Fantastic reviews. And I also would love to show everybody how the whole landline thing works. Because what happens is when the power goes out, your phone will actually still continue to work. So I'm going to actually pull out the phone cable.
Oh, you just did. Okay, so you unplugged it.
I unplugged
I'll
the
hold
base
it.
itself.
Here it is.
We still have our landline into our phone. And what's happening is when someone is going to call you, the call will come through. Now, it will not light up because the answer machine, the digital network, will not work. But the phone itself works, and I can answer, hello.
Look at this.
Hi, Emily. Thank you for calling.
So cool.
I'll talk to you later. So you still have your system.
This has a built-in battery backup that'll allow you to continue to make it. Like we said, it disengages the answering machine because it's trying to conserve power, so that's a good thing. Plus, you don't really care about that. You just want to be able to make your calls. And here's the thing, also, you know, your average cell phone, maybe yours lasts a day on a charge if you're lucky, depending on how much data you're chewing up, or if you're doing FaceTime or whatever else you can do on your phone. It eats it up really quick. With this, you know you're going to have that backup, and you know you're always going to have something you can count on in your home. So whether it's an emergency, you have to make that call, or you're just looking for the clearest line possible, how many times have you gotten on that dang cell phone, right?
Oh,
and you're like,
terrible.
hold on, let me move to another room, or let me switch ears, right? You think that's going to work? But what's funny is, and not only that, but cell phones can be a little uncomfortable in the hand to hold because, you know, you're holding it kind of with 2 fingers and you're holding it up. These are very comfortable. They're very lightweight. I would say these don't weigh that much more than your cell phone right now because they don't have they're not jacked up with all the other electronics that you don't need. These are built to make and receive phone calls. That's what it does. It's not a GPS. It's none of that. It's not, you know, also I should say too, the answering machine on this will blow away any answering service that you've got on your cell phones as well because you can program this. You can do all kinds of great stuff.
You can program it, Guy, and also it takes up to 100 names and numbers. So you can actually fill it up with your own names and numbers so you're all programmed. You can actually call in from wherever you are in the universe and receive your messages. And each of your messages will have a date and a time stamp. So let's not forget that when you're out traveling, you can call back into this base unit. And the fact that it has the talking caller ID, the talking caller ID aspect of it will also have each and every phone. So if you're in the pantry, you can still hear who's calling. You can also shut that off because if you're in the nursery and you don't want that talking caller ID to happen, you can shut that off. So here we have so many features. It's feature rich. This is a phone that everyone will love. This is a great phone to get for mom and dad. This is a great phone to get for grandma and grandpa. This is a great phone to have at your family's use. There's a phone within reach at all times with this whole deck set. Having the 3 featured and then the whole main base, this is something that everyone will enjoy.
And you know what's nice too is that it's a little beacon in everybody's room.
Yes.
So if you've got kids, they can have their own real phone. And because, you know, a lot of companies still, I mean, I still get a ton of phone and business calls on my regular phone. I get it all the time. But with this, you can screen them out. What I love too is you've also got, if you come in really close, you can see that this is it's a really easy phone to be able to read. I mean, you can see how look how bright that is. The whole thing is lit up, so you're never going to lose this phone. Comfortable in the hand. It's got one of my favorite features, which is speakerphone. So you can actually hit that speakerphone, and you don't have to deal. There it is, right there. You don't have to deal with anything. You're going to absolutely love these. So let me go over what you're going to get one more time. So here's our digital answering machine. Everything you need, easy to set up.
Easy to set up.
Yep.
No old days of the tape and all that stuff. It's all digital, fully equipped, ready to go. Great speakerphone, loud or soft, however you want to set it. Big, huge buttons, a great screen that lights up. Everything here for you. Let's not forget it has that battery, so it's a backup boost battery. This is a boost set. That means that when the power goes out, you'll be safe. You'll be the only one in your neighborhood that actually has a phone, and you have the full, complete set of 3. Now you can add these all around the home. You only need 1 phone line. That's the beauty of the DeX system. And the fantastic part about Panasonic is this is the #1 phone that we sell here at HSN. Go on the customer reviews. Already up to 293 people that are loving full 5-star rating. This is something that everyone would be happy with and a great asset to your home.
Yeah, and great also if you've got kids or grandkids that, you know, don't have their own cell phone and you want to make sure they each have a little phone in their room. Also, what I love about this too is you can count on, you know, you package this with your computer and everything else, and it costs you next to nothing to have a phone system in your house versus your cell phone, which might be costing you $75, $100, $150 bucks. Just got my cell phone bill for me and Danny, $200 bucks. $200 bucks. Well, punk's killing me on the data.
It's the game.
Data. He's just eating me up.
It's a boy thing.
I ask him now. I look at him. I'm like, are you roaming? What are you doing right now? He'll be like, huh, what?
No,
I'm like, oh, man, you're killing us. I keep getting that warning. Would you like to buy?
I get that too from my kids. I have 2 of them, so I have it double. There.
Yeah, so you get it twice. But that's what's nice about having your traditional phone services. You know what? When you're home, you can rely on getting a great corded signal no matter what room you are in the house. No more dancing from room to room. Oh, my cell phone doesn't work here. It doesn't work over here. Hold on, let me call you back. I'm getting a bad signal. It's a wired signal, and remember, the transmission goes from here to here to here. here. It's not coming, you know, through the cell phone towers, so you can count on it. All right, listen, very busy right now at $99.95, $20 off our price. It's free shipping if you buy it today, so buy this for yourself or buy it for mom or grandma. Get them some brand new phones with the latest in technology. Get it home for less than $25. Great job, Gary Walker.
Thank you.